Please help me welcome Larry Ross.
Thank you. First of all, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to speak today and represent our body. My story with my brother's keeper is the simple fact that I'm a school teacher. I've been a teacher for the last 20 years, and thank you. And in the formative years of my teaching, I was a coach. So there was only a certain percentage of kids that I would have access to, which usually were the athletes. But when I decided to go into administration, now I have more access to more of the students, and I saw a systemic problem that was right in front of me that I saw a lot of people not saying anything about, which is our black boys needed help. The ISS room was filled with them, the suspensions, and this isn't just at my school or the districts that I worked in, but I saw a problem, and being one of 127 teachers on campus, I would always get asked by people to, can you speak to Tyrone? Can you speak to Jesus? And it got to the point where when I moved into administration, it was just overwhelming. So we ended up starting Omega Youth Leadership Academy. And from that, we're not trying to fix anyone. We're not trying to break anyone. There's nothing wrong with our kids. However, if you look at the systemic way things are set up in the paradigm of athletics, that is where 90% of our kids get their social skills and their leadership skills, time management, the importance of higher education. So that small percentage that are in those programs that would get you there, what about the rest of us? And I was just bold enough to surround myself with some college-trained men who weren't afraid to speak to this. Politically, is it incorrect in some form? Yeah, but particularly our black boys need help because they're the most influential people on the planet we call Earth. We have people wearing white T-shirts. We have people with their hair, with their pants sagging. If we can work with a certain group and get them to change the way we carry ourselves. So one of the things with Omega Youth Leadership Academy is we work on self-identity. If you don't know who you are, you can be bamboozled and tricked into being anything that you need to be. So we have programs that we run. We meet twice a month, and it is grueling. I don't think my wife is here, but we meet twice a month for 8 months, and we hold these gentlemen accountable just like a Fortune 500 would. And we continue to pour into them, and we continue to let them know that there is a force out there that can help you. One of our flagship programs is where we take them over to California via bus. That's supported by several organizations. The Boulets are a big supporter in that. We take them over, we tour USC, Long Beach State, the California African Museum, and then we take them to Universal Studios or just give them some highlights and things of that nature. And from that trip, when we come back, it's eye-opening. Because a kid will understand that USC, there's a certain identity that needs to go with that, and they'll turn to you and say, Mr. Ross, I don't qualify for USC, but I'll go to ASU instead. And so at the end of the day, we're winning, okay? We're winning. So in closing, I can't think enough. This is a volunteer-based organization. For me to sit on the stage and represent these men who have families and things of that nature along with our parents, I would be remiss if I didn't have those individuals stand right now because I'm just a small part of what we do. So if I can have my advisors, my parents, and my OYLA members please stand. In closing, people always ask, does it work? They have a number on their shirt that's 212 degrees, and I invite any of you to ask them, because we work on our social skills, what does that 212 degrees mean? And I had a conversation with an older gentleman who said to me, we were walking in an MLK march, we're asking our young people to carry the torch, but who's training them? See, we all have careers in here where we're trained, and we as adults find ourselves saying, they need to do this, they need to do that. What if they don't know how, if they're not in an environment, we're just as guilty as that. So, thank you.